This used 4Runner is $50,000. This used Grand Cherokee is $48,000. This used RAV4 is $47,000. Yo, bro, I want to get this Challenger. Great, you are in luck. We're actually offering the pre-repo package on this. What's the pre-repo package? Well, how much monthly payment can you afford? Oh, I'm a baller. I can do like $350. That's great, because with the pre-repo package, we're actually offering a monthly payment of $11.99. All right, that color is dope. All right, check this out. They are absolutely loaded with inventory. Wow. So CarMax has a major problem, as you can see behind me. See, they are stacked to the brim with these cars that are way overpriced. And the issue is either they're buying too many cars or they can't sell what they got. And I really think the problem's the latter. All right, I'm gonna go down here and we're actually gonna look at some prices here at CarMax to see what they are asking for their cars. There's no haggle pricing, so we're gonna see exactly what they're selling their cars for, not just asking. So Jeeps really interest me because they are all over the place, even at the new dealers. So you have some new dealers that are still adding market adjustments. You got some dealers that are doing heavy discounts on Jeeps because they know that they're just not really selling. The prices are just all over the place. So it's interesting to see a used one. This is a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, and it's got 18,000 miles, and the price is $48,000 for a used Jeep. That's crazy. So in recent quarters, CarMax has actually stated that they want to pull back from buying cars. They know that the car market's going down. They know that there's a lot of headwinds that they're going into, but you see behind us, they are absolutely loaded. So if they are taking the route of buying fewer cars, which I know they are, then that means they're having a really hard time selling these vehicles. And it's probably because they're overpriced. All right, we found the 4Runner section. Looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just right here in this little section. I want to check this. This is I like this. I like this green color. It's a cool like forest green. It is. It's a 2022 4Runner TRD off-road, and it's got 10,000 miles, but they're selling it for $49,998. A used 4Runner, 50 grand. So I get a lot of people ask me about these. These are Mazda CX-5s, and this is a 2021. It's a Grand Touring edition, so I think that's the highest trim that they have. It's got 22,000 miles, and they're wanting $29,000 for it. If I'm not mistaken, I've been to some Mazda dealerships lately. I think they're like upper 30s. Somewhere like that, maybe around the lower 40 range for the Grand Touring, but that's a 2021. It's what I say, 20-something thousand miles, and they're wanting that for it. That's high. But you know what? This is actually all by design. CarMax has also stated that they're not going to do like the other guys. They didn't mention any other names, but what they're saying is Carvana. They did some fire sales, they slashed some prices. CarMax did not want to do that. What they want to do is they want to keep their prices higher for longer. They want to keep their margins up. RAV4s, looking for RAV4s. Got one right here. Awesome. I don't see a sticker on it. All right, no sticker. We'll find one. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, put down in the comments, tell me why. And if there's something I could do to get you to hit that subscribe button, let me know what it is. All right, we've actually got a few Toyota RAV4s over here. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 over on that side. So we're gonna check the price on this one right here. This is a 2023 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid XSE. So high trim package, right? It's got 7,000 miles on it, and they're wanting $46,998 for this used RAV4. So here's the problem when a company like CarMax does this. See, they're looking very short term. They're a publicly traded company and they live and die quarter to quarter. So when they're taking this short term approach by keeping their prices higher now and knowing that they're going to lose out on some customers, what that ends up happening is the long term effects of it can be dire. So this one actually interests me because of the miles that are on it. See, this is a 2020 Telluride. It's a S trim package, but it's got 42,000 miles, $37,000 for it. That seems crazy high to me for a vehicle that's got 42,000 miles and it's 4 years old at this point, right? I'm curious to know, maybe somebody put it down in the comments, how much this was actually brand new. So I got some homework for you. All of these cars that I'm looking up, pull up what they are new and throw it down in the comments so someone else can be enlightened, so we can check the prices of the new ones versus the used ones. All right, while I'm here, I want to make sure I grab some cars too. Here's a Camry. So this one's a 2023 Toyota Camry SE. It's got 14,000 miles on it, and price on it is right at $30,000. If I'm not mistaken, a new one in that trim is going to be right there, maybe $31,000, $32,000. But here for a used one, 30 grand. And now that CarMax is keeping their prices pretty much the highest across the industry on used vehicles, then that means that these customers that they would regularly get because they want the ease of shopping and they're okay paying just a little bit more, but now at CarMax, you have to pay a lot more for these used vehicles. So what's going to happen is CarMax is actually going to lose these consumers. And as these consumers go away and find cheaper prices elsewhere, what they're going to do is they're not going to come back to CarMax for their next purchase, because they're going to have that ingrained in their brain when they came to CarMax. And a lot of these used vehicles, they were selling them for similar prices to what they could get them new. No, they think CarMax now is a ripoff, and they're not coming back to CarMax anymore. They're done at CarMax. This is always interesting. Ford never, ever, ever has Mavericks, but anytime I go to a CarMax, I always see a Maverick. So Ford, you need to come to CarMax. You can actually load up on some Mavericks. So this one's actually very interesting. It's a 2023 Ford Maverick. It's an XLT, but it's only got 2,000 miles on it. It's a two-wheel drive, and they're asking $32,000. Not asking, I'm gonna keep saying that. It's not asking, it's the haggle-free price. So this is what you gotta pay for it, $32,998. Now this is a Maverick. These were designed to be high 20s, right around $30,000 trucks. And this one's more than that used. And all these cars I'm showing you, this is the price that you're actually paying for the vehicle at this CarMax. Now, I've never purchased a vehicle from CarMax before, so I don't know what kind of fees you're actually going to get when you get inside. So if someone has, then put it down in the comments what you're actually paying when you get inside here, if there's any extra fees or anything like that. So I actually hate this method that CarMax is choosing to do right now. They're choosing short-term gains for long-term pain. And all that's meaning is they're trying to make the most money right now, and they're sacrificing their brand's name to do it, because they're going to lose customers because of the high prices that they're keeping right now. All right, so this is a Kia Soul, and the reason why this one is interesting is because recently I did a video going to all the big car manufacturer dealerships and trying to find what the cheapest vehicle, the cheapest new vehicle available was at all of the lots. And it happened to be a Kia Soul, and the one that I found was, I believe it was 21,000 something, so right at $22,000, and that's new. So this one here is a 2021 Kia Soul LX. It's got 42,000 miles. And they're selling it for $19,000. $19,000, 42,000 miles. And the new one, I know for a fact, is right there at $22,000. It's too much. So what they're doing is they're actually crushing their brand. They are really hurting what they stand for. They stand for an easy process. They stand for getting good deals on a used car when this market is saturated with dealers that are going to price gouge. Used to, you would think of CarMax as a place where, you know what, you're going to be treated fairly. But you know what? No more. CarMax is very, very high on their pricing, and they're going to stay like that for the foreseeable future. All right. Got an Accord, we'll check it. It's a 2022 Honda Accord Sport. It's got 21,000 miles. And they want $30,998 for this. To grab another one, it's another CX-5. It's a 2019, it's a sport model. It's got 23,000 miles, and the haggle-free price is $25,000. So one other problem that's arising right now, and it's not just for CarMax, this across the whole auto industry, is that repos, auto loan delinquencies are going through the roof. And in recent quarters, CarMax has actually put away more money because they're prepared for this. They see it. This is bad for our economy. They know that our economy is getting worse, and people are going to start defaulting even more than they are right now on their cars, and CarMax is going to have to go repo them. And for my dude who always wants me to check Camaros, yes, I do read the comments. All right, so this is a 2022 Camaro 1LT. It's got 37,000 miles, and they are wanting $27,998 for it. And when you have a market that is on the downtrend and you sold all of these used vehicles for crazy high prices and people default on them and get them repoed really quickly, then a company like CarMax is actually going to lose quite a bit of money on these vehicles, because a lot of times people who don't pay for their vehicles, they don't treat them very well. So these cars are going to be nasty. They're going to be not maintained. They're going to be worth way less than even they should be if they were in good condition. And CarMax is having to go get these cars and then they send them to auction. And in a lot of cases at these auctions, they're actually going to bring a lot less than what the consumer owes on the car. And that's not money that CarMax is likely going to be able to get back out of that consumer, because remember, that consumer couldn't even afford to make the payments in the first place. So that's why CarMax is shoring up for these auto loan delinquencies that are coming through the system, because they know they're going to take some losses, and they're going to be a lot. I like this because I actually buy these kind of cars for my dealership, so I can tell you what we kind of pay for these wholesale. So this is a 2012 Ford Fusion S, and it's got 75,000 miles. Now, when I buy them, they've got anywhere between like 150, 175,000 miles, somewhere around there. We'll pay like anywhere from like 2,500 bucks up to maybe $3,500 for a real nice one, and sell them for anywhere between $3,500 and 4,500 bucks. But here at CarMax, they're selling it for $13,599. Keep in mind though, this one's got 75,000 miles. So I don't know really what the mileage conversion to price should be, but it does seem like the scale is weighted a little bit too much here on CarMax's side. Oh yeah, and forgot to mention, actually I think they keep the doors open. Yep, this one's actually, can you see it? It's a straight drive. It's not even automatic. I don't know that I've even ever seen a Ford Fusion that was a straight drive. So interesting. All right, so I've walked this entire CarMax lot to try to find the cheapest thing to show you guys, and it was actually that Ford Fusion. It's $13,600, and the runner-up is this Ford Focus, and it's right at $14,000. So the two cheapest things on the entire lot, you're going to be spending still right around that $14,000 range. So they know. Man, it's a loud car. To check the prices of what I think. I don't like the sun being right there. This 4Runner is 50,000. Nope. Actually shoring up for a lot of these auto loan delinquencies. And in a lot of cases, all right, we've actually got a full for a lot of these auto. No. And the new ones are coming down, so. I would rather go find a new one, I think. You know what? I wouldn't want to spend money on either one of them. It's too much. Too much money. Too much money. Too much. Ford. Why am I blanking right now? I know what that is. It's Focus. It's Focus, right? Yeah, Focus. Focus. There we go.